Kim. I've been joined by Labor MP from Melbourne, Michael Danby. Michael Danby, welcome to ABC News 24.
How are you?
Where do you think the numbers lie?
I think that it's fairly evenly split at the moment, but I think the Prime Minister's performance in calling the meeting at 7 o'clock today was done with great poise, and I hope that as a partisan of hers that fellow members of the caucus will support her.
But you can't say with any certainty at the moment that that will be the outcome if Kevin Rudd challenges?
Well, if Kevin Rudd challenges, I believe he will, by the way, but I can't say with any certainty at the moment. I was following it very closely, but things can change at short notice.
Why did the Prime Minister take the decision to call the ballot herself? Was that to try and take some control of it, to limit the time that Mr Rudd's supporters have to try and get his numbers up? Well,
Mr Rudd had promised, remember, that he wouldn't challenge again. There was a talk of this petition that the processes of the Labor Party are that 30 or 30 plus can call on a special meeting, and it's become a sort of circus here in Parliament House this afternoon, and I think the Prime Minister took the right decision in the interest of the country to end the introspection quickly and get back to the job of governing the country.
What damage do you think will be done to the Labor Party, whoever, if there is a challenger and whoever wins from that?
We're the victim of our own success with a hung parliament. Getting through 500 bills and balancing all of this has meant that we've had to rely on every single person. And of course that means every single person in the Labor Party, and people haven't been as disciplined as they have in the past. Political parties are not Coronation Street, and some of the people, I can think of a chief whip who's a friend of mine who's behaving like a real star from Coronation Street, all histrionic and going around for the last 3 years. It just can't continue, and I appeal to Kevin Rudd, if you do challenge tonight, I appeal to the better angel of your soul. Do not leave it just at that. Accept the Prime Minister's request to say that you will resign if you don't, if you're not successful tonight. And we cannot have this continue. We need to be able to put the solid policies of the Labor Party, which I'm very proud of, and can easily be used in a political campaign against Mr Abbott. But if we're introspective all the time, then the Australian people won't listen to us.
The Prime Minister convincingly beat Kevin Rudd in the ballot that was held last year. If you say the numbers are very close this time, she has obviously lost some support, hasn't she? What do you put that down to?
To an insurgency. It's like New South Wales politics. It's you constantly raise these issues, you constantly have people speaking out, the Prime Minister's constantly undermined. It's unseemly, it's unhealthy, it's completely unlike the normal way the Labor Party operates as a well-organised and fairly disciplined machine, and that insurgency has eventually worn away some people who say that desperately that they want to be able to contest their marginal seats on the issues, and if we give in to Mr Rudd, this will be a way of solving that problem.
What do you say to the view that if the Prime Minister had performed better, if the government had performed better, then the insurgency wouldn't have had a chance to take hold?
Lyndall, we have 5% unemployment, 3% economic growth, 3% inflation, 4 AAA-rated banks. Australia's, God's own country. I mean, compared to the rest of the world, we're doing so well that the minor problems of this federal government compared to the real problems that people face overseas are just obvious if you just look across the world. And I think we'd be able to put that case very strongly at an election.
Michael Danby, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks, Lyndall.